Internet, hello and welcome back to OKLCS Season 3. Jack's not here right now. He'll be back, very momentarily. We do have, by popular demand, an interview lined up for us this...
And
right
here he
behind me. We have with us the captain of the captain of Team Accursed, Brandon TAC Leroy Williams.
I'll get a chair.
We're gonna just ask him a few questions, and if chat, you guys want to shoot us questions and we think that they're not stupid, then we will go ahead and ask them of him.
Hi guys, good to be here.
Yeah, so...
Thank you for being here with us.
Thanks for having me on.
This is the mic.
Okay.
And just so if you need to know where that is.
We just saw yesterday you took your victory over GSM.
Yes.
We heard that went to all 3 games.
Yes, it was a very close series.
Yeah. So, what was going through comms and through your mind as it was starting to go all right? We saw Shaq Daddy on Zera starting to get really big.
Yeah, we kind of went in full damage control, because in practice we hadn't really had a situation like that where we got in practice, usually when we got an early lead, we would just close out the game. But the Xerath made it really hard to do that, and so we really had to think outside of the box and think on the fly to figure out how to do that. We knew we couldn't siege a lane because of the wave clear. That's where all the Baron fights came from. We kept trying to, okay, well, let's try to get a Baron fight, and then we can push down mid lane. But yeah, it really made us think outside the box on how to win that game.
Mm-hmm. That's very interesting. So, just in general, when you guys are talking through comms, is it generally very organized? Is there one person who's sort of making calls? Is everyone sort of like, hey, let's do this? How is that in general, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah. So for early game, it's mostly everyone just saying information, talking about how their lane's going, when they can roam, and when a good opportunity to try to gank would be. And then when it goes into the mid game, Beniona, our top laner, he's the primary shot caller. He's making most of the calls. But it's everyone's job to feed, to say information. And but when it comes down to it, Beniona has the final say of what we do, and we have a role in our team. It's you listen to the call and do the call. You don't discuss the call in the moment. You save that for VOD review, because we have a team philosophy that listen to the call and just listen to the call is our team philosophy. Don't argue, because we figure that it's better to all be doing one thing and then it go poorly than everybody to be doing something differently.
That makes a lot of sense. Even if it's a bad call, it's better if everyone follows through with it, and so you don't have like a split call, which is even worse than like a bad call.
Mm-hmm.
You know, on most teams, it just kind of devolves to just everyone saying stuff. You know? So it's good to have somebody that you're like, you're making the call, we trust you make the call, and we'll listen to it.
Yep.
And yeah, you might disagree with it at the time, but you're like, you'll save that for later. You're like, we need to commit to it together.
Yeah, we feel like having arguments during the calls aren't very productive, and a lot of times plays can come down to whatever team is in position first. So if we're arguing about what the right thing to do is, then a lot of times we can fall behind the enemy team, so we like to be as proactive as possible.
Makes sense.
Makes
sense.
Yeah. I know for one, my team plays really reactively a lot of the time, which, you know, pros and cons of both play styles, but yeah, kind of more on that end of the spectrum.
Again, I don't want you to like reveal any strats or anything like that.
I do. No,
I don't know what motivation you can have for that.
Is playing Team Accursed next week. Yeah. Looking forward to the matchup.
So I don't want you to like reveal any strats, but what do you think? You're a mid laner. What do you think of mid lane meta right now?
I actually really like mid lane right now. I get to play a lot of fun stuff like Zed, LeBlanc, Katarina.
Fun.
Yeah.
For who?
Well, fun for me.
The assassins.
And then, but there's also mages. Different mages are viable right now. Like I've seen a lot of Orianna and Corki. So I think it's pretty diverse right now. I think it's one of the more diverse roles right now.
Gone are the days of like 3 mid laners.
Yes.
They've done a good job, I think, anyway.
Yeah. So, I remember I had a question. I can't remember. But anyways, so I'll go ahead and say question for both of you. How are you feeling next week? Team Accursed plays Team Landsnake. How are you guys each individually feeling about this matchup? Go ahead, Jack.
I think Landsnake probably has a little bit farther to go right now. You know, I think we definitely have a lot of potential as a team, but we're still like working out the kinks. I think that's where we're at. I think we saw some issues with our macro play last week's game, and I think we're going to be practicing and focusing a lot on trying to improve in that regard.
And how are you feeling about Team Accursed in that particular matchup?
It's actually one of the matchups that I'm scared for because we've scrimmed almost every team in the OKLCS already, diamond capped, but Landsnakes is one of like the 2 teams that we haven't scrimmed yet. So we have like
just like
I'm sorry.
A mystery factor.
Yeah, we have like no information on them, so we're like,
don't pick blood into clay. That's
I actually told my team, I was like, all right, just assume this is the hardest game you're ever gonna have to play in your life because we don't want to underestimate them. We've never seen them play up until previously on.
That's a very good play respectfully. Just assume, oh, they're a really good team, so we can't give them anything.
Right.
You have any more questions, Jack? 'Cause I'm out.
You're out? I don't know, how do you've played in all the seasons of OKLCS on some different teams with some different faces. Just what do you think? I know we're really early into the season, so it's hard to say too much about this season yet, but just from being in all of it, how has that been for you, since so many people are just now joining OKLCS?
How's your experience in the OKLCS?
I can't see myself not playing in the OKLCS. And there's actually been a couple times where like maybe I should stop and focus on other things now. But even when just the small 3-month break we had after season 2, I was just dying to play again. I was like, all right, no way, I'm not gonna play in the OKLCS. So
I'm with you. Even when it's like, I don't know, maybe I could take a break and just focus on school and other stuff, and then I'm like, nah, it's just. It's fun. It's fun.
It's super fun, and I'm like addicted to the competition. So
yeah, I'm in the same boat with you.
Yeah, I get some of the splash.
Alex. Well, before his injury, Alex is pretty much a 6th man for all of the OKLCS. He gets to sub quite a bit. I know for you guys even before too. Yeah.
I'm just like, oh.
Alex gets some insight into all the teams that not everybody else gets.
I personally really enjoy playing with 4 of the 5 members of any given team and just sort of like hearing, oh, this is how they run things. This is the comps they like to run. Of course, like I'm not going to tell anyone that.
Yeah, Alex is annoyingly objective. Just playing.
But yeah, that's basically how it goes. I really enjoyed my experience with multiple teams.
Are there any things you want to talk about? Community, OKLCS, your new team, your old team, players, just anything in particular?
I think community is really important. And there's a lot of jokes that go around on the page or whatever, but overall the community is really fantastic. Just that we've come together and to do this, and there's always those occasional drama posts, but I think overall the community is very loving, and I'm super happy to see how it's grown. Like when I first joined the community, which is about 2 years ago, it was just so small before this. It was like just a little dot compared to what we've made now. So it's been really cool to watch the community grow. And from the very start, I've always wanted something like the OKLCS to exist. I was like, oh man, that'd be so cool. And so I'm really glad where the community is and how far it's come.
I think Alex and I are glad that you've been participating all this time. Yeah, the OKLCS wouldn't be anything without some people who are, captains and they want to compete. They'll put their team together. They make their scheduling happen. They make their games happen. And they put in the effort, And Alex and I appreciate that too.
And they actually do have a funny story. So the first ever, this was when I first made my team. This was like so many rosters ago, but it was the first time I was ever a captain of a team. And in the first LAN tournament we competed in, it was at DZ Comics, and And the first team we played against ever in our competitive history was against Land Snakes. It was when you had 2 teams, and I remember we had sort of a team meeting, and I'm pretty sure you were on the team. And
I
you're like,
was.
Alex, yes, for
and,
sure.
And we were like, oh man, our first game is against Land Snakes. These guys are super good. I was like, and we were all super nervous. We're like, oh my gosh, first game at a LAN event, and we're playing against Land Snakes. And if I recall correctly, it was like a 70-minute game.
Holy cow.
And
That gave
holy
me
shit.
nightmares.
yeah, and I still remember that game today because that was like one of the first competitive games I ever had as a team captain.
was a
And one of the
memorable
most
one.
stressful ones. Yes.
It's a memorable one. I don't even
I
remember.
wish I was playing a more fun
You
champion.
guys had a Shin who had like
It was a
2
it was like
Warbogs and 2 randoms at the
Yeah,
end of the
shout
game or
out to
something.
Matthew Miller. He's the best Shin in Oklahoma.
it's like Shen, Nunu, Janna, and then I had a Kog'Maw. at the
Oh
center
my
of it
god.
all.
Made the game take forever.
That was a fun game, though.
All right.
Well, I think we've covered pretty much everything. Talked a little bit about everything.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Brandon, for joining us. Brandon, TAC Leroy Williams, captain of Team Accursed, who did just pick up the win over GSM last week. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me again.
And we hope that to see some more victories out of you so we can give you some more interviews on the desk. Of course, Jack
looking
doesn't want it
forward to it.
next week, but
All right, I'm gonna walk Brandon out, and Alex, I'll leave you to kick off the game, and I'll be right back.
all right. We're going to be going ahead and jumping into our next game of the night. It will be
Brandon Williams, everybody. Team in the building.
It will be the Treehouse Kids versus Pigs Might Fly. Pigs Might Fly coming in as the winners of Gold Cap last season. They did pick up a win in playoffs over Pizza Lord's Rebirth in the finals. We'll go ahead and jump right into that game and get it started here. It is Treehouse Kids on the blue side versus Pigs Might Fly on red side. Pigs Might Fly coming in with their full roster from last season. And what promises to be a very interesting game. Have the Scion in the top lane up against Malphite. Two really well-scaling tanks, but lower in priority compared to the normal Maokai, the Nautilus, the Shen, the Poppy even. Poppy a little bit in the middle there. Lionel coming in as the jungle sub, I believe, for the Treehouse Kids. Naked Beekeeper, a familiar face. He was previously the AD carry for TRZ last season. On the red side of the map, we do, of course, have all of the members of Pigs Might Fly lined up and in order. And they've been pushed down to some really interesting AD carry picks as well. The Misfortune versus Twitch matchup, not something that we've seen a lot of in the OKLCS. You imagine that the General Vici will be building a very high lethality build on this Misfortune, just start shredding through people with that bullet time. And you know, in my opinion, Misfortune is actually a very underrated AD carry. Mormon Slayer pulling out the Sejuani. Of course, a jungler I'm often very critical of, but he's made it work for him in his games time and time again. You have Silver Spade moving forward, trying to get some auto attacks. The Dark Binding will land onto him. General Vici gonna move forward, just auto attack him the one time for that love tap. Ooh, double up, kills off a minion, knocks down Naked Beekeeper to about 2/3 health. Nice damage from General Vici. Aravan moving forward aggressively as well. Dark Binding goes between the minions but does not find either the bottom lane. Naked Beekeeper catches another double up. Rembones using that Gatling gun just to proc the Thunderlord onto OG Camel Rider. Camel Rider playing off this Syndra. Ooh, Death Sentence gonna get blocked by the Black Shield. Nice job by Aravan to just reactively place that one down. He's gonna throw the Dark Binding, finds Naked Beekeeper, make it rain. Not available apparently. Or maybe he's just holding on to it for whatever reason. General Vici takes a little bit of damage, but Naked Beekeeper already used his potion. General Vici having 3 more. Aravan gets caught by the Dead Sentence. He's very low. Summoner Heal comes out, forces the flash away. General Vici auto-attacking him down. Naked Beekeeper gonna get the exhaust out from General Vici. Here's Mormon V-Slayer with the flash. Arctic Assault onto Naked Beekeeper. He will pick up First Blood. Silver Spade now gonna get slowed up. He's running for his life. He will make it out of there. First Blood off of a nice counter engage from Mormon V-Slayer.
Got back just in time for the First Blood. The good stuff.
And Daddy's Milk shoving in Rembones into the top lane. He's up about a wave in CS. See if Rembones can make it up a little bit with any of the CS under the tower.
These are both top laners that we've seen, in the past in a lot of competition, but
yeah, I was
not
just saying,
so much recently.
I was just saying these are 2 very good scaling hyper tanks, but significantly lower in priority compared to Maokai and Nautilus and Shen. Poppy.
Oh yeah, those 4 are kind of the big ones right now.
Yeah, Poppy a little bit lower than the other 3, but still has her place. Rembone's gonna get caught by that decimating smash. Daddy's Milk gets that Courage of the Colossus shield as well.
The other teams got Lee Sin, Rek'Sai, or a couple champions along those lines, or even a LeBlanc. Really nice to have a Poppy.
Mm-hmm.
Shen great against these comps that take, multiple kind of marksman style champions.
Yeah, this is a big difference in power in the bottom lane though. General Vici has picked up a Serrated Dirk compared to Doran's Blade Cull out of Naked Beekeeper.
Yeah, despite lethality nerfs in the games I've seen, Misfortune's still doing pretty well.
Yeah, the lethality Misfortune build very, very powerful.
Very
when you can
powerful.
When you can get those bullet times down. Nice double up, puts down Silver Spade's health bar, uses the Make It Rain to zone away Naked Beekeeper.
This is 7.4, so I think that Misfortune no longer has that double damage on double up. Was that this patch? Or is that on the PB?
I don't know, to be honest with you. We should look that up. Rembones and Daddy's Milk trading back and forth. There's the Decimating Smash, knocks Rembones into the air. Rembones able to catch up in CS pretty decently. The wave is going to be a little bit closer to his tower.
Though, and he's out of Corrupting Potion.
Yeah, Scion generally a little bit better against other tanks just because he's got that ability to harass through the minion wave with that Roar of the Slayer.
In general, he's a pretty good laner. Just Scion.
Yeah. Another double up lands onto Silver
That looks
Spade.
like it's doing more damage, but it's hard to tell because of Love Tap.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Actually, we can figure it out.
Every time they say Daddy's Milk, I throw up a little. Oh, can we read her abilities?
Yes, we can. Yep, it still deals bonus
so it's still
damage.
doing that. So that's something that they put on the PB.
Rembones continuing to be shoved in here. He's doing a good job keeping up with CS, picking up what he can under the tower. Ooh, Seymour gets stunned up by OG Camel Rider, Scatter the Weak. The exhaust goes down. Nice exhaust onto the Scatter the Weak. OG Camel Rider has gone for the Flash Ghost on Syndra. Not exactly what you want to do anymore. Ever since the changes to Ghost, the main reason you... Wow, there's some damage.
Whew.
But the main reason you take Ghost on a lot of these immobile mid laners like Victor, Syndra, is because they give you an extra escape for ganks. Because of the nature of the scaling movement speed that it is now, it's just significantly less effective for Syndra and the like overall.
Damn! Naked Beekeeper took another enhanced Q. General Vici really skilled with these Misfortune double ups.
Alright, Lion-O gonna take away his own red buff. Mormon V-Slayer doing a decent job keeping up in terms of experience up against Lion-O's Graves. You'd expect Lion-O to be a good amount ahead of Mormon V-Slayer in terms of experience, just because of the nature of the farming champions. Here we go.
Ooh,
Nice
nice
Death
hook
lands
as
on the
Lion-O
Aravan. They
shows
play him
up.
back. He gets the black shield, but it's not going to save him. Lion-O picks up the kill. Really nice, unstoppable onslaught from Daddy's Milk straight down the lane.
Yeah, that was well timed by all the members. Right when Lion-O was coming into vision, hook onto Morgana. She didn't see it coming out of the bush, didn't have her black shield ready, and then in came Scion.
A good, accurate skill shot accuracy from Silver Spade. We will see the Treehouse Kids pick up their Infernal Drake. Really nice scaling dragon for their composition. They have a Graves, they have a Twitch, they have a Corki. Naked Beekeeper looking for something out of the ambush, but he will be revealed. Silver Spade gives him a minion with that Relic Shield.
The interview is over with Brandon. You'll be able to, you know, catch it on the VOD.
OG Camel Rider going to be handed off his own blue buff. Mid and top lane going in favor of the Treehouse Kids on in terms of CS. In the bottom lane, however, General Vici picking up a fairly significant lead over Naked Beekeeper. Now they have the lane very nicely frozen on their side of the river. General Vici continuing to pull ahead now. He's almost 20 CS up over Naked Beekeeper. He has the lethality item. Going to be doing a lot of damage. The BF sword picked up for Naked Beekeeper, probably going into... Oh, here we go. Lionel looking for Rembone. He does have the Unstoppable Force, so doesn't even need to use it. Picks up a Caulfield's Warhammer. Naked Beekeeper probably going for the BF sword into the Runon's Hurricane. Daddy's Milk takes a few extra tower shots. Here's Seymour as well. He's got the package available. Unstoppable Force is also available, however. They need to be very careful under this tower. They might look for a Wombo Sejuani off to the backside. Mormon Beastslayer looking for it, but they're not grouping up. They're not giving it to him. They find the Unstoppable Force on the Lino into the stun. He will get demolished. Seymour now in a bad spot. He already used the package forward. Seymour now running for his life. He's going to find the Unleashed Power. OG Camel Rider throws it down. He flashes forward for the W. Does not find it. Scatter the Weak will pick it up. Daddy's Milk with the Unstoppable Onslaught. Just a little too late to save his life. And now they're CCing him. They're keeping him away from OG Camel Rider. Daddy's Milk will fall eventually. He no longer has the Unstoppable Onslaught to get out of there. He gets some movement speed, but he's going to get slowed up by Mormon Beastslayer. There's a Scatter the Weak stun. And they pick up 3 kills.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh no, he's got it. Alright, OG Camel
I would have
Rider.
been a very upset mid laner had my 2 tank teammates let the Scion passive walk right past them to kill me.
Highly unfortunate. I'm very happy to see the Mormon Beastslayer going for the Cinder Hulk enchant on the Sejuani, as opposed to something that has tilted me in the past. Ooh, there's the Dark Binding on the Naked Beekeeper. Interrupts the bullet time very nicely. Did not put the Black Shield down. Exhaust goes down on the General Vici as well, but stunned up by Erevan with the Soul Shackles. Silver Spade having to flash away. He was blocked away, but the flash forward by General Vici means he will not pick up the kill, unfortunately. But Lionel comes out with the burst, destroys General Vici afterwards.
Yeah. If there's anything I'd like to see Riot do about Misfortune is maybe kind of balance out her damage a little bit across her kit and make the ultimate do the same amount of damage, but maybe ramping damage. It does so much damage up front. It kind of has the same problem that Kenanol had for a little while.
Well, but I mean, at least Kenan Ultimate CC'd you in the damage. Bullet time doesn't do that. That's a little bit more fair.
Well, but he can move around, you know. It's like he CCs you and he moves around a little bit. She stands still, but does a lot more damage.
She CCs herself, Jack.
She CCs herself. This is true.
Seymour gonna... Ooh, he's actually Valkyring over the wall onto OG Camel Rider. Mormon Beastslayer coming around the side. They know he doesn't have a nice exhaust on the Unleashed Power. Seymour flashes away, but no! Mormon Beastslayer with the Glacial Prison says, cool guys don't look at explosions. That was a little over-aggressive by the mid laner of the Treehouse Kids. Valkyrying over the wall, had no vision of where the Sejuani might be. It was a good exhaust onto the Unleashed Power, but you gotta be very careful about where the enemy jungler is if you're gonna make an aggressive move like that. Naked Beekeeper caught by another Dark Binding, takes the Dark Passage on his way out. Another double up, lands onto Naked Beekeeper.
Daddy's Milk starting to get the
Quite a significant
end of the
CS.
trade. Oh no, I mean yes, definitely a good CS advantage. I just meant he's starting to get the
bad end of these trades. Ooh, another Dark Binding lands on a Naked Beekeeper. It's just a magnet for these things today. Or rather, the day he played this game.
Both the top laners are backing.
Rembone's going for the Iceborne Gauntlet Rush.
Looks like Scion's coming in for the bot lane.
Yeah, this
Ultimate once again.
might be coming in here. We'll talk about it when it gets here. Rembone's, though, going for the Iceborne Gauntlet Rush on this Malphite. It's not... Okay, so Iceborne Gauntlet's a good item on Malphite, and a good item overall. But if you wanted armor, the Sunfire Cape first is generally better. Ooh, hold on. Lionel going in.
Oh, no.
Clips the wall with that end of the line.
Spaghetti code, Alex.
Oh, here we go. Dark Binding lands on the Lionel. General Vici gonna throw out the not bullet time. Make it rain. Silver Spade looking for it. Nice sidestep from Erevan. Throws out the Dark Passage. Just like, I don't know if we wanted this one, guys. Anyways, the Iceborne Gauntlet would probably be a better rush item when you need armor on Malphite. The damage from the burn. What is it called?
Are you talking about the passive?
Yeah, well, the Sunfire Cape damage is pretty significant actually in the early stages.
When
of the game.
when you go from Bammies to Sunfire, it's a lot of damage. You
And
don't
it also
really
gives
think
you
about
the
it.
health.
You don't really think about it too much sometimes, but when you stand in a mini wave and see how quickly some of those minions die, you realize how much DPS that item's putting out.
The Pigmite Fly gonna secure. Oh, Rembos comes over the wall with the Unstoppable Force onto Lionel. Daddy's Milk into the top lane.
He is
Lionel
going
will
to pick
make
up
his
the
way
first
out
tower of the game, I think. Scion is uncontested now.
Yeah, Ocean Drake goes over to Pigmite Fly, but they surrender Tower First Blood in the top lane to Daddy's Milk. Both of these AD carries are the ones who kind of just want to stand still and auto-attack an entire team. Or... oh, Naked Beekeeper face checks right into Morbid Bee Slayer. Gets caught by the Dark Binding. Erevan picks up another one. Naked Beekeeper just really loves taking these Morgana skill shots.
Yeah, Thresh had the Lantern there for him, but right after Sejuani hit the charge, what's it
Arctic
called?
Assault.
Arctic Assault. The ult came through. Morgana was there to follow it up. Down he went.
And General Vici, though, would really like to have picked up any of those kills. OG Camel Rider gonna get handed off his own blue buff. Here we go, Unstoppable Onslaught into the bottom lane rather. Erevan takes it, General Vici gonna have it blocked off, but they don't have a whole lot of damage. Erevan and General Vici get the backup from Rembones' teleport. Oh, OG Camel Rider actually flashed over the wall, misses the Scout of the Week onto Lionel. Lionel will take the Unleashed Power. They're gonna back away from each other. Daddy's Milk no longer has the Unstoppable Onslaught. Unstoppable Force is still available for Rembones. But it looks like they're all just going to back away. 5v5 getting ready to start in this bottom lane, however. The package is available for Seymour. They want this tower, and then they're probably just going to go for an engage. Lionel at about half, however, they're going to back away. Tower still very healthy on the side of Pigmite Fly. Scout of the Week will stun him up.
Out to find this control ward.
Right, Seymour and Daddy's Milk pushing in this mid lane. Just uses
early in the
big one.
game, there's just so much more to take in the bot lane. You know, there's two laners in the bot lane. So
oh, Flash Unstoppable Force from Rembones. Here we go. Scout of the Week's not gonna find any. Glacial Prison finds two, but here's Naked Beekeeper, unloads onto OG Camel Rider, catches the Unleashed Power, and he will fall as well. Just gets blown up.
Yeah, Twitch did distract from the Sejuani engage there, but he went down too quickly. Sejuani had flash up. She flashed out of there, so she was fine, and Twitch went down for his attempted assassination.
You know, the Syndra with Unleashed Power is not the one you want to try and run right into. You're at Twitch, you have time to scale up. You can get those assassinations once you hit some of these power spikes, but right now he doesn't even have a finished item.
Just a lot of pieces right now. You know, like I was saying early in the game, you know, big point of contention is going to be dragons. So if you're going to try and make a big thing happen where you're trying to eliminate as many people as possible and pick up an objective for it, bot lane's the obvious go-to. Yeah. If it's successful, you can take out 2, maybe more members, and then you can go to pick up the dragon with your numbers advantage. So there's just nothing like that in the... If Rift Herald maybe didn't suck, then maybe there'd be some reasons to have little parties in the top lane outside of just taking turrets.
So Rift Herald doesn't suck,
okay, well,
but it's definitely not worth the time investment that you have to send 2 people for quite a while.
Not to mention, it's only good on certain champions. Basically, anybody who might.
Well, if it's not good on your top laner, you can put it on your jungler, and then it's generally useful because it helps them clear. Oh, Naked Beekeeper and General Vici. Whoa! Oh! The double up just takes out over half of Beekeeper's HP bar. Lion-O is gonna find a control ward here. The bottom lane of PIGZ My Fly gonna back away. The tower lead, however, means that the Treehouse Kids still the ones in the lead in terms of gold. Unstoppable Onslaught channeled into the bottom lane, but I think he hit a wall.
The thing about Rift Herald is... Oh, sorry.
Mormon V-Slayer here. Ooh, Airman catches the death sentence. He's going to take a lot of damage. Flashes away. Use the collateral damage, but not enough damage to pick him up. Sorry, you were saying?
No, the other thing I was going to say about it is that unless they've changed it, I believe it still has that...
Oh! Dark Binding cancels Daddy's Milk's teleport.
I believe it still has that passive where it takes half damage from ranged champions, which, if you have just...
half damage on the back. On the eye.
From the eye from range?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was from, like, all together. I was going to say, because if you have a top laner that is Gnar, or you have a jungler that is Graves, it all of a sudden makes it a decent bit harder to take something
more
like
of
that.
A time investment. Daddy's Milk's recall gonna get cancelled again by General Vici with that Make It Rain. Silver Spade throws out the Dark Passage. Lion-O's here as well. Mormon Slayer gets the black shield rather. Lion-O stunned up, exhausted down. He's gonna have to back away here. Naked Beekeeper looking for something, but they can't find the engage.
Daddy's Milk has been bot lane more than top lane at this point.
Yeah, Rembones will equalize the tower count eventually. Malphite not very fast. Arctic Assault finds Lion-O. Daddy's Milk taking up the tower. Rembones gets the tower in the top lane. Silver Spade rooted up by the Dark Binding. Daddy's Milk.
We've got 5 members in the bot lane.
Ooh,
now.
Death Sentence onto General Vici. Nice unstoppable force from the teleport off of Rembones. There's the bullet time. Nothing left to exhaust or stop it, but exhaust goes down. But here's OG Camel Rider. He eliminates somebody, throws down the Unleashed Power into Seymour, and goes on a rampage. Daddy's Milk now running for his life. Mormon V Slayer's there. Silver Spade actually in the backside, but OG Camel Rider will turn around and say, "That's my double." 4 for 0.
Got the
4 for
Wombo.
1.
They've got a lot of Wombo in those 3 champions, Sejuani, Malphite, and Misfortune. Because as we saw there, it didn't look like they were going to be able to take down the Twitch despite landing that Malphite ult on him. But then even though she was exhausted, the Misfortune ult came in, melted down the Twitch.
Rembones with a really nice teleport flank into the Unstoppable Force, really set that up for his team. Mormon Slayer secures the smite onto that Infernal Dragon. OG Camel Rider with the very nicely timed roam into the bottom lane. Mormon Slayer looks like he's going to take this blue buff for himself. He says, "You don't need it." Pretty standard, what you'd expect. Youmuu's Ghostblade into the Edge of Night for General Vici on this Misfortune. The BF Sword into the Runon's Hurricane for Naked Beekeeper. You're gonna finish off the Infinity Edge fairly soon. At that point, you still probably need another Zeal item for the Twitch to really come online. He's very far behind in terms of like everyone in this game right now. 0-5, down 37 CS to his opposite number. And Rembones, despite his CS deficit compared to Daddy's Milk, doing a really good job for his team. All he needs to do is press his R and knock everyone up. He is taking the lesser end of these trades, however. Moving around really fast with that seismic shard, just walks right out of there. Rembones. I guess the directed-camera thinks we like to watch tanks hit each other for a few minutes.
Ooh.
Seymour forced
away.
the flash away from OG Camera Rider because Liono's here. Unleashed power goes down onto him. The collateral damage not enough to kill off OG Camel Rider. Silver Spade lays General Vici back. It doesn't matter, however.
See, it's little moments like that where you can kind of start to see where little base damage and ratio nerfs hurt, because Syndra took 2 of the Corky rockets there and got out with not too much health, so I mean, pre-nerf would have been dead. Yes, exactly. So that's when those moments where you think 30 base damage, that's nothing. They need to really nerf Corky, you know? But like, it's times like that when you're like, oh, he would have had that kill pre-nerf.
Alright, Mormon V Slayer coming out of the base with his newly completed Randuin's Omen. He's going to be tanking up basically everything. Oh, Dark Binding lands on the Silver Spade. There's the unstoppable onslaught into the bottom lane. Aravan gets caught by the Death Sentence. He already used Black Shield onto his AD carry. Bullet Time comes out, and Rembones comes in with the unstoppable force. They kill off the AD carry. Silver Spade now running for his life. General Vici has to back away because Daddy's Milk is putting down some damage. OG Camel Rider into the backline as well. Liono will just auto him to death.
Any damage to Liono until the end there.
Yeah. Looks like Silver Spade did make it out of there. They trade 1 for 2 because OG Camel Rider got caught by the enemy jungler in rotation. Liono might be in trouble here. Mormon V Slayer throws out the Glacial Prison, only gets the slow. Not quite having the range on that stun from the Glacial Prison. General Vici. Oh, here we go. Package. Seymour just eliminates General Vici from the map. And Rembones throws out the Seismic Shard. Sees he can't follow off on the Valkyrie.
Rembones and General Vici have been on point with their ult synergy. 2 or 3 times this game now, we've seen it get followed up almost immediately by the Misfortune ult, then targets just melt.
It looks, however, like Liono's going to get this mid-tier tower, mid-first tier tower in the process of all of that. No, he will be pushed away. He's going to find the Dark Passage, but he knows Mormon V Slayer is right there to stop it. He has to just hop over the wall.
Top laners have gotten to the point where they do no damage to each other.
Naked Beekeeper chipping away at this bottom lane tower. It looks like it is pretty close to going down now.
Maybe.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, but
no.
Here we go. Now he's in the bad spot. Aravan flashed forward, throws out the Dark Binding, thinks he knew where he went, but Naked Beekeeper gets a tower, gets the flash out of Aravan, and makes it out alive.
Aravan really wanted to get close enough to be able to see him through that camouflage, but not quite close enough.
Aravan is still there. Dark Binding's gonna find Naked Beekeeper.
No.
He's gonna throw out the Soul Shackles as well. He can actually almost solo out. And General Vici denied another kill.
That was so much overkill.
Daddy's Milk still in the mid lane.
As Hunt would say, there's no such
Oh,
thing
General
as
Vici
overkill.
finds Liono. And he's gonna get caught by the collateral damage. Liono gets the pickup. Mormon V Slayer, nice back away from that death sentence.
I think he said the only things there are reload and open fire, something like that. Like.
Seymour.
Dragon's gonna be spawning soon.
Seymour building into that Infinity Edge after his Trinity Force. You can kind of do 2 things with Corky. You can go the Trinity Force into the Rapid Fire into the Eye Edge, or vice versa, the Trinity Force into the Eye Edge into the Rapid Fire.
Both are Rider. Having to sit in this mid lane to keep the ZZ Rot minions off of the tower. They don't go as far ever since the change, but they do, and they die much
More
quicker.
easily.
But they do a lot of damage to the tower each time a minion hits. I think they're gonna be able to pick up this tower now.
Yeah. If he had the ZZ Rod up there, he probably could have just taken it by now. Really.
Oh, are you talking about Daddy's Milk?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been pressed up against the tower so long against Rembones, neither of them really able to put much kill pressure on the other.
Yeah, but the added pressure of the ZZ Rot means that he's able to draw a lot of pressure. Oh, Dark Binding's gonna find Silver Spade. Seymour gets caught by the Arctic Assault. There's the collateral damage. Erevan deleted. No, wait, he's still alive. Auto attack from Silver Spade finds him, but there's the bullet time. Lionel goes very low. He will go down to the Dark Binding, but not before picking up OG Camel Rider, Rembones, and Daddy's Milk fighting. Rembones down to about half. Daddy's Milk none the worse for wear. Mormon V Slayer clearing out some wards. Pigs might fly.
There's the ZZ Rod in the top lane.
And he's just going to keep Rembones away from it. Rembones now chipped down very low to the point where I don't know if he can very freely go up and hit that ZZ Rod anymore.
Oh, it's yeah, getting a lot. Well, Daddy's Milk is running out of mana.
Pigs might fly will pick up their second Infernal Dragon. The cost of a lot of pressure on the top lane, but Daddy's Milk not able to make it count.
It's a really big pickup when you have a champion like Misfortune. Rembone's gonna try to get.
Oh yeah, because he's got Erevan here. He's gonna throw down the dark or black shield. Rembone's able to finally take away that ZZ Route portal and shove Daddy's Milk away. He's almost getting Flame Horizon, however, falling very behind in this top lane. OG Camel Rider building towards that Void Staff. Once that's completed, he'll be doing a significant amount more damage. Naked Beekeeper finally picked up his Infinity Edge, wants to finish off a second Zeal item probably. Maybe some Lifesteal, maybe a Last Whisper item, considering he's up against Sejuani and Malphite.
Once he gets those 3 items though, with his ultimate, he's gonna be a real threat. Even though it's been delayed up until now.
But he's been very
Once he
delayed.
gets there.
General Vici building the third item, Black Cleaver. Gonna be able to shred through everybody with that bullet time. Alright, so 5 members of Pigs Might Fly headed into this bottom lane. They really want to finally take down this tower, and it looks like they will get it. Nobody here to contest from the Treehouse Kids. And teleport from Rembones just to try and hold him off. Lionel here as well. Yeah, though collateral damage used knocks Rembones down to about half, and now I don't think he can stop Lionel from just autoing this tower down. And he's going to zones him away.
For good measure too.
Treehouse Kids pick up a second tier tower in the top lane, 4-2 now.
Yeah, it's not something you think about too much when you think about Sion, but Sion does couple well some of these AD, like high damage AD junglers like this, because when they get themselves into a 2v1, that E, I think, still does do a good bit of armor shred. So.
Ooh, 3-man Glacial Prison into the bullet time. The exhaust comes down, but it doesn't matter. Silver Spade, the only one alive. He will get stunned by Scout of the Week. Throws down the damage. OG Camel Rider moving forward. He flashes for it. He's going to throw down the Unleashed Power. It will not quite be enough to catch Silver Spade. Now General Vici getting jumped on by Daddy's Milk in the backside. But Daddy's Milk is all alone. A lot of CC from Mormon, V-Slayer, and Erevan. Dark Binding goes wide, but he will make it out of there. Pigs Might Fly pick up a tower. They pick up 2 more kills. Pigs Might Fly put themselves only 300 gold down. Yeah, there we go. Black Cleaver finished for General Vici. The Last Whisper was the item completed for Naked Beekeeper. Help him up against the armor stacking from Sejuani and from Malphite. Yeah, and there's the Void Staff for OG Camel Rider. It's gonna start absolutely deleting people. 7, 2, and 3 on this Syndra.
No more Infernals this game. Next dragon gonna be a Mountain Dragon. Last one before Elder. Be a pretty important pickup for Pigs to make the rest of the Elder Dragons this game.
No, actually they're looking for Daddy's Milk. Daddy's Milk gonna have the Unstoppable Onslaught though. He's gonna just use it to run himself out of there.
It's always just such a feels bad, man. Whenever you're like, I'm gonna Scion ult out of here, and someone just flashes in front of you, just eats the stun to keep you from escaping. Kleb and Scion probs.
Naked Beekeeper also having to go for a QSS. He's been getting caught by these dark bindings, by these Scatter the Weeks. He feels the need to have that CC cleanse available to him. That's just going to delay his damage even more. Daddy's Milk here in the mid lane once again. And Rembone's going for the Abyssal Scepter. He feels, oh, I've got enough tank stats this game. Sunfire Cape, gonna get some magic resist, but also some latent magic damage bonus. And Naked Beekeeper taken down solo by General Vici. Packages right in, Seymour walks into his death.
Oh, I'm misfortunate.
Yeah, Seymour packaged into a couple waves of the Misfortunal and then just got autoed down for the last bit of it. Barely did any damage to General Vici. Aravan knocked into the air, but Daddy's Milk is the one who needs to get out of there and takes the Dark Passage on the way out.
Aravan's done a great job with his ultimates. Daddy's Milk
Unstoppable Onslaught used, trying to pick off OG Camel Rider, but now he's got to run for his life. Oh no, General Vici was the target. They landed Distance on OG Camel Rider, but a nice Unstoppable Force from Rembones. The Glacial Prison is not used yet. Still got
He's
it.
definitely holding on.
Yeah.
He knows it's an important ultimate for their team fight. He
Yeah,
knows that Rembone's ult is down. Using those all now.
Pigs Might Fly continuing to make picks. They get the towers, and they even have tower count pulled ahead in terms of gold. General Vici steals away a red buff. They're ready for this Earth Dragon spawning in about 10 seconds. Oh, Lionel finds Aravan, however. The end of the line, just a little bit short. Seymour picks up the late Hex Drinker, trying to stop himself from getting blown up. Rembones picks up the Earth Dragon for his team. Pigs Might Fly 4 dragons to 1. 2 Infernals, 1 Ocean, 1 Earth. That's a very powerful Elder spawning in about 6 minutes.
If this game goes to Elder Dragons.
Oh, Moment Beast Slayer, Arctic Assault goes wide. Rembone's gonna get knocked into the air. Daddy's Milk and them just trading back and forth a little bit more. Very exciting.
Wow. They do very little damage to each other.
Rembone's trying to find his way into that ZZ Rot. He will get it now.
I only assume that Malphite will be getting a rework when it comes to
The
that
tank
whole Vanguard rework. So I'm interested to see what they do with him.
Maokai and Sejuani confirmed Malphite more than likely.
More than likely.
Mormon Beast Slayer.
I am a little annoyed that tanks sort of had to work their way up to being very OP because I really wanted a Diving Fighter rework and that's what they were thinking about, but they're like, oh, Maokai exists. Gotta fix Maokai.
Yeah. I mean, Maokai is pretty problematic. Alright, Zanya's Hourglass finished for OG Camel Rider. The Last Whisper also for General Vici. Now, I mean, if he wasn't shredding everyone before, he's definitely going to be now.
For sure.
Rembones and Daddy's Milk. They're just trying to push the waves up against each other. No one's really going to win out on this one, but Pigs Might Fly are the ones rotating up to this top lane. Rembone's going to try and stop Daddy's Milk. He uses the Unstoppable Force to stop the Unstoppable Onslaught, and now his team is here. Daddy's Milk has already used his splash. He's slowed up by the Make It Rain. Dark Binding goes a little bit early, but they will find Daddy's Milk. They pick up the tank. Daddy's Milk is now going to try and auto onto General Vici, who kind of forgot about that passive.
Lino and Corky are shoving up the mid lane, so are they going to try to get down there to respond to it?
Yeah, teleport in from Rembones there to try and stop that from going down.
He's only got half health. He's going to have a hard time.
He's going to have to be very careful. Wow, he goes very low. Thunderlord and the auto attack from Seymour will secure it. Rembones with an unadvised TP into the mid lane, trying to save something that was probably already dead. Silver Spade caught by the Dark Binding into the Arctic Assault and a Glacial Prison, but the bullet time had to be forced away by Naked Beekeeper, starting to do some damage. Silver Spade barely making it out alive. Caravan going for a very AP heavy Morgana build. I do definitely approve of the Zanya's Hourglass because of its synergy with her ultimate. But after that, I think as a support Morgana, you generally want to be more, you know, supporty.
Yeah.
Build that Redemption, just such a strong item. Build that Locket, also a really strong item active for team fights.
We know we can control the camera, but we don't know what's going to happen in this game. You know, we don't have a little bit of a heads up like, oh, team fight at blah 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 timestamp, like they might have in the slightly more organized.
Oh, yeah. In the actual
LCS.
LCS, they have people who just like their sole purpose is to control the camera.
Yeah.
Because like obviously it's live, so directed camera doesn't exist.
Directed camera catches all the important things. It goes to objectives, it goes to team fights, it goes to kills. But I think it generally follows, if nothing else is really going on, it follows damage dealt to champions. So if you have those
tanks just hitting on each other for a few minutes.
Traditionally, we've joked about how much it shows bot lane. Because usually that's where a lot of trading happens in these lanes, and there's 2 champions down there, and a lot of time it just sits bot while they farm and poke. Alright, Treehouse Kids getting position around this Baron. Scuttle's so important when you're looking for these objectives. That movement speed boost is awesome.
Oh, Rembones and Lion-O just walk past each other, but now Lion-O, he's like, uh-oh, I'm getting collapsed on. Unstoppable finds him. QSS to run away from the slow, and they will make it out of there. Rembones no longer has the Unstoppable Force, however, so that's a big part of their team fight down. The package is available for the Treehouse Kids. Come on, just auto the thing. Package used to get back to the mid lane, probably about to expire for Seymour. Silver Spade close on that Death Sense on General Vici, but I'm not sure if there was enough follow-up. Lion-O might have been able to solo him out off of that CC. Naked Beekeepers finished off his Lord Dominique's Regards. He's starting to become relevant, but he's still gotta survive through all of the wombo combo and just like random damage that comes out. Even if you're not CC'd, if you just happen to be standing in the Misfortune Ultimate, or while some of these random bits of extra damage are coming out, you can just like die from that.
Yeah. I like the comp that PIGZ has. It's like they have some good wombo in there, but they didn't sacrifice too much of their earlier mid-game to achieve it.
Yeah. It's not like, oh, our wombo is the only thing we can do. Double sweepers used, generally not what you want to do, because you already know where their wards are not. Treehouse Kids, the Elder Dragon has spawned now. It's significantly better for the pigs than it is for the Treehouse Kids. Baron is also live. Oh, Lion-O might be caught here. Yomu's away. He QSS's the Glacial Prison. That's another big teamfight ultimate down for the Pigs Might Fly.
You say another, but Pigs Might Fly, all their ults are actually back up. Not too long of cooldowns on some of these right now. Got a lot of CDR.
Lion-O, what is he doing? Is he clearing out wards in that Elder Pit? Oh, Unstoppable Onslaught used into the top lane just to... Oh, he's trying to put pressure in there. But the minion wave is nowhere near the tower right now. It's going to take him a little while to get there. What he's probably going to do is he's going to clear out the minion wave, get the minions to tower at the very least. Oh, flash forward, Unstoppable Force onto Lion-O. Lion-O flashes away. He's going to use the collateral damage to gap close away. Redemption comes down. Lion-O does not go down. A lot invested by the Pigs Might Fly. Rembones gets caught by the Death Sentence. Seymour coming forward with the Valkyrie, but it's a Malphite.
Lion-O's in the top lane, and he has his
ZZ Rod.
ZZ-Rod down to help him take that turret, and down it goes.
Yeah.
Now he's onto the Inhib.
Inhib is about to go down for the Treehouse Kids into the top lane. Daddy's Milk gonna get caught.
OG Camel Rider is doing decent damage, but he's probably not gonna be able to
Daddy's
stop
Milk
here.
is definitely going to be getting this unless he's... Oh no, maybe not. Unleash Power used. He will find it, but he goes down, blows up right inside there. And Treehouse Kids, they pick for themselves up the top lane inhib, and now they're starting off the Baron as well, secured by Lion-O, and PIGZ might play lose a lot of the momentum they just got. Oh, but Lion-O might be caught here. QSS comes out, but the bullet time eviscerates his health bar. Alright, the Treehouse Kids down 10 kills to 24, but they're up in gold. They have that top lane inhib, they have the Baron. PIGZ might fly starting off the Elder Dragon, which will be huge for them, considering what they have. Airvan gets top by the death sentence, but that hardly matters. They're going to be getting it surely here. It will be secured. 4 Dragon Elder over to PIGZ might fly.
Uh-oh.
No, if it was a problem, they would have paused. And
No, I assume they did pause. Airvan was sitting still for a little while, and I think...
Naked Beekeeper gonna catch the Make It Rain with that burn on a true damage. It's a lot.
Yeah, poke is so valuable when you have a huge Elder Dragon. Uh-oh.
Mormon Beastslayer found by a ward. Daddy's Milk slows him up, knocks him into the air. Dark Binding not gonna find anyone. Either with a death sentence, however. Alright, PIGZ might fly all ready for this one in the bottom lane, except for Rembones. And Death Sentence finds Aravan. They see Rembones in the top lane. Dark Pass, or a Black Shield keeps him alive. The teleport is available for Rembones. PIGZ might fly definitely want to look for a fight right now. They're so strong with that 4 Dragon Elder. If Rembones can find the appropriate teleport flank.
Misfortune ult is not on too long of a cooldown at this stage in the game. She has it up already. Just needs to find the fight.
Ooh, but OG Camel Rider might be getting jumped on here. Naked Beekeeper comes out. There's the Valkyrie. Exhaust goes down. Redemption is going to be used there. I don't know whose that was. Seymour flashes for the auto, or for the Rocket Barrage. And Silver Spade flashes over the wall. Gets stunned up by Unleash Power, or Scatter the Weak. A lot invested, but OG Camel Rider will make it out at the end using both of his summoners. Or rather just the Ghost, he didn't have Flash. They lose the mid lane inner. Slayer and Daddy's Milk now just trading down there. With the Elder, it's a little bit easier to take him down. Unfortunately for the PIGZ might fly, their Elder is going to be expiring fairly soon. It is down now. Oh no, not quite. Almost. But the Baron's still lasting for just a few more minutes. Mormon Beast Slayer going to clear out this minion wave once again. Blowing up Daddy's Milk and just continuing to get onto him. Rembones is there. He flashes away to use the Unstoppable Onslaught out. Even if that Glacial Prison had hit, it wouldn't have stopped it. So a little unnecessary use of that ultimate by Mormon Beast Slayer. PIGZ might fly. Their Elder is gone. The Baron up for just a couple more minutes or so. I think. I don't remember how long the gap between their Baron and the Elder take was, actually. Now that I think
we'll be able to see it soon. It looks like it is down.
It is down. Oh, okay. I guess they got it just a little bit later than the Baron went down.
Or earlier.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They did. They snuck it, and then PIGZ moved down the map and took it.
Naked Beekeeper gonna try and take away this red buff. He has gotten his second Zeal item, the Static Shiv.
4 items, upgraded boots, and QSS.
If he
looks
can
like
start
Twitch is
autoing down, then he can
finally
really come
somewhere
online.
he can put some damage down. It only took 10 deaths. But he's there.
Looks like Aravan is the one they send down here. I guess he heard me in the past, because he did pick up a redemption. He sold his makings of a Rabadon's Death Cat to pick up the redemption. Picks up a Haunting Guys as well, however. Inhibitor gonna be respawning fairly soon, says the announcer.
Says the announcer.
Ooh.
Aaron's doing a fine job of holding out, but he's not going to be able to do it for too much longer.
Rebbo's here to
Rebbo's
back
here
him
to
up.
take over. gonna be able to take down this.
Uh-oh, Lion-O gets caught by the electric assaults. He's gonna get slowed up. He flashes over the wall. Just a lazy rotation from Lion-O and the rest of the Treehouse kids means that they force that flash. However, the Treehouse kids ready and waiting in this bottom lane to try and get this. Oh, Unstoppable Force on the 2 members, Seymour and Silver Spade shredded down by the bullet time. Double kill instantly over to General Vici. Now Daddy's Milk and Naked Beekeeper running for their lives. Marvin Slayer and Rembones already used their ultimates. Slow up Daddy's Milk. Lion-O and Naked Beekeeper starting to unload. Naked Beekeeper starting to shred them. Unstoppable Onslaught finds Rembones only. OG Kim Rider comes a little bit far forward, but he kills off Lion-O. Naked Beekeeper, now he's like, I don't know if I want this anymore.
Naked Beekeeper was so close to picking up a triple kill on both the tanks.
Daddy's Milk interrupted there. Oh, but here we go. He's auto-attacking down. He's Zanya's down. And he will get taken out by General Vici. General Vici gets that extra auto ahead of Naked Beekeeper. They pick up 4 for 1. Daddy's Milk running for his life. 4 members of PIGZ might fly, escorting the minion wave into this bottom lane. Daddy's Milk cancels his recall, trying to hold this off, but there's only so much a lone Scion can do, and it looks like he will have to just give this one up. PIGZ might
They're
fly.
gonna be able to pick up the inhibitor here.
PIGZ might fly will find the gold lead once again. 5 towers to 6, however. They want to get another one. The ZZ Rot used, but it's not going to help push the minion wave away too much.
Daddy's Milk is out of mana. He doesn't have too much he can do, but it looks like they're gonna. It looks like they're deciding to back up.
So many members of the PIGZ now are sitting at that full build. Because of his CS lead, Daddy's Milk has actually been sitting at full build for quite a while now. Getting to the point where almost everyone has full build, and it's just coming down to execution, team fights, and rotations.
Both teams starting to ping in
PIGZ
position
might fly,
around Baron.
looking for a death brush, maybe. Okay, Daddy's Milk sees he's been spotted by a ward, knows maybe it's time to not get caught by 5 members of the PIGZ.
Like Sion
Dark Binding finds him, but they're afraid of getting
Airman
collapsed
might be
on.
the one who's in trouble. He's moving down towards the team.
Yeah, teleport used by Daddy's Milk into the bottom lane, however. They know that they have a numbers advantage here and no teleport available. Seymour, separated from his team, flashes away from the Dark Binding.
They might have
Arctic
given
Assault
up
pops the Edge of
Baron
Night.
here, depending on what Treehouse kids decide to do.
PIGZ might fly, starting off the Baron already. It's going down. It's about half now. The Treehouse kids not able to find it. Lion-O flashes away, or QSS's the stun. He's gonna come in. He's looking for it. Unleashed power goes down. He's still in there. He's still alive. They do not secure the Baron. He does not make it in there. Silver Spade is now in the middle of them all. Seymour trying to do damage. Naked Beekeeper had already gone down. Daddy's Milk comes out the back side, however, and PIGZ might fly are all going down. And it looks like it will be the ace for PIGZ, or for the Treehouse kids right here. If Mormon V Slayer will ever fall. Finally taken down by the last auto attack from Silver Spade. I didn't see what happened there. But everyone on PIGZ died. Naked Beekeeper got a really good rotation of auto attacks in before he went down. Did not secure any kills for himself, but that's a lot of the PIGZ might fly's HP bars.
The only thing they're going to be able to pick up with it from this, though, is the inhibitor.
Yeah, they will get it fairly quickly with the help of that ZZ Rot coming out of Daddy's Milk. So they will pick that one up, and they'll back away. Set up maybe for a Baron of their own. They need to get more vision control in that Baron pit, because currently, it is, in spite of that team fight loss, Pig Might Fly still definitely have the vision advantage in the area. Dragon spawning in about 20 seconds.
We didn't see Pigs put the Elder Dragon buff to much use the last time they had it, but maybe this time will be different. Misfortunal coupled with that many dragons and Elder Dragon is really devastating if it lands on multiple members.
But Seymour here, he's got his full build. He's got actually the Lord Dominique's and the Void Staff. Generally you don't need the Lord Dominique's on Corki. You actually have 20% crit with his current build. The Rapid Fire Cannon would definitely be a better buy in place of that Lord Dominique's Regards. Yeah, so just little itemization choices that might make it a little bit better for the Treehouse kids right now. Alright, but the Treehouse kids do secure vision in the Baron pit. And they're actually going to start it off. They have triple marksman composition, so it will go down fairly quickly. Mormon V Slayer will come in a little bit too late. The Rise of the Glacial Prison does not find any stuns, only some slows. Aravan comes forward, gets the first bit of that end of the line. Use the Make It Rain to disengage that one. Daddy's Milk exerting so much pressure. He's got the Baron buff onto him. He's split pushing, gets another tower for himself, and now he's running at OG Camel Rider. Has to back away.
Between the ZZ Rot, the Baron buff, and the Triforce,
the unstoppable onslaught right out of there.
He's quite a potent.
Yeah, but here we go. Elder already basically gone. The Treehouse kids get Elder, get Baron, and now Mormon V Slayer a little bit out of position here. He will be able to walk his way out of there. He's still very tanky. Got the Guardian Angel as well. So now they have an inhib down top. Oh no! Drenovici gets hit by the death sentence. Black Shield comes out. Silver Spade goes a little bit too far, but Lionel has found OG Camel Rider. They've actually killed off Silver Spade. Naked Beekeeper kiting back. He's auto-attacking him down, and he will secure himself 2 more kills. Lionel auto-attacking down Aravan. Zanya's been... Rembones goes down as well. Lionel, with this late scaling Graves build, picks up a quadra kill. They've got Baron, Elder, an inhib down top. This is more than likely going to be the game for Treehouse kids right here.
An ace at this stage in the game, a ZZ Rot in the bot. That tower about to go down to Super Minions. Baron buff just arriving on them, and the Triforce.
Yeah. That's the game.
Towers.
Treehouse kids will secure their victory over Pigs Might Fly. Giving Pigs Might Fly their first series loss since their entry into the OKLCS.
Yeah. Alright, well that's the game.
And just kind of just looking at it compositionally, that's kind of the same problem you saw from Oklahoma Gold Rush's composition last game. Syndra and Misfortune, not the best champions at taking down tanks comparatively.
Yeah.
The Twitch finally got to the point where he scaled up and started autoing down those tanks. And then of course 2 tanks, those don't do a whole lot of damage.
Yeah, not tanks that do a lot of damage on the side of Pigs. And their damage dealers are definitely champions that fall off, especially against tanks.
Yeah. Alright, so that will be the game. Pigs Might Fly handed their first loss. Congratulations to the Treehouse kids. We'll be taking a short break and coming back to you with our 3rd Platinum Cap game of the night. Thanks for watching, guys.
And we wait a little bit, because we don't want it to be an abrupt ending, because it's about a